there's been anxiety in the market. MIT reports, for example, making people question the return on AI investment and deployment. What are you hearing from the C-suite?
The number one topic, I've been with 5 CEOs in the last 5 days. The number one topic is, how do I scale AI? How do I make sure it's embedded in how we operate every day? And that is because there's a huge difference between how we're all using AI every day in our individual lives. That's easy. But AI and how you operate an enterprise is hard, which is, of course, why our clients call us, because we're seeing that ROI, whether we're working with an industrial player in tire manufacturers that now identifies defects in minutes instead of days, or a consumer goods company where we've saved $20 million in the first year using advanced AI to help excess inventory. The difference between the MIT report and what we're seeing and helping our clients do is they're getting the ROI.
Julie, those 5 CEOs that you've seen in the last 5 days, busy person, are they seeing this from a long-term perspective? Have they got the patience that perhaps some in the market don't?
Absolutely. They understand that AI is going to reinvent every aspect of the enterprise, and that's a long-term game. And so what they're asking me and Accenture to help with is, how do you prioritize? And the answer is you prioritize starting with your business strategy, the readiness of the technology, and your organizational readiness, right? Where in your organization do you have the confidence that they can embrace? Because embracing AI is about changing the way you work, changing your workforce, and changing the workbench, how you actually get work done. And so absolutely long-term view. And where we're helping is, how do you actually execute on that view?
I thought some of the statistics were fascinating. The 75% of C-suite leaders surveyed saying the pace of AI change is moving faster than actually they can currently prepare their workforce for. I'm going to ask a sensitive one, because I'm showing here the Wall Street Journal, a write-up that happened earlier this week, talking about, and it's pretty damning actually, about consultants, and saying that basically at the moment, this is such new technology that you can't buy the experience you need. Quoting, consultants who often had no more expertise on AI than they did internally struggled to deploy use cases that created real business value. Can you respond to that, Julie? Because you must have seen that story and been rankled by it.
Sure. Look, when you think about the new ways of technology and why Accenture has been successful for the last decades, is because we have the ability to reinvent, train people. So we went from 30 people trained in Gen AI in November 2022 to over 500,000 trained today. Companies can't do that. By definition, every new wave of technology has a time for where you've got to train and retool. And Accenture's core competency is being able to do that at scale to help all of our clients. Our clients can't possibly build all of that expertise that they need without an Accenture to be able to help them scale. And so it's absolutely core. And think about the way that we've been training, right? We have gone from 40,000 to 80,000 data and AI professionals in the last 3 years. That's enormous, right? We've trained over 500,000 people. And starting just this month, we're now training all of our over 700,000 people in the basics of agentic AI. Our clients come to us to say, we need your help to do this and help us with our talent, which is why we launched our LearnVantage business.
So when a Bristol-Myers Squibb chief digital officer says there's no more experience within the big 4, for example, talking about your rivals, than a kid in college, you say, no, not true. Look at what we're doing.
Absolutely. And you can see that in the, again, in the actual results. So starting with Accenture, right, we've deployed at scale in areas like sales, which we're rewiring. We're using AI to get our proposals faster. We're using it to get to market faster. And then we're taking those solutions to our clients who are adapting them. We're working with a global bank right now where they're now having conversational AI in a single global platform, and they're already seeing a double sales on their mobile app than they had before. But what in order to do that, that wasn't something you did at the edge. The first thing we had to do was build the foundation with them to actually be able to do that. The reason enterprise AI is hard is because it's not what you experience every day, putting in a question, summarizing your emails, creating new PowerPoints. It's about actually rewiring the way that you do work, your processes, and understanding where you get value. And we're doing that at 2,000, different projects at a time, and that's the experience we bring to our clients.
And how does it affect your people, your talent pool, your hiring processes at the moment? Are you slowing hiring at all at the moment, Julie? Are you turning to graduates more or less?
When you think about the workforce, think about it in three things that you have to do. You have to upskill the people that you have, right? Give them the skills. That's why everybody's being trained in agentic AI in the same way everyone was trained with Gen AI. You have to do a talent rotation. There are some people that won't make the journey, right? You have a mismatch in skills and you're not able to train, everyone. And then you also will have efficiencies. So if you keep that framework in upskilling, talent rotation, and efficiencies, that really kind of answers the workforce strategy that not only Accenture has, but all companies need to have.